Hey, this is Kurt the Boat Doctor out here in this beautiful 2025-26 new, this is a new boat for him. They added this fish box back here. See, the old ones used to have the door that goes into here for your valves to open up between the two on the pump outs. Your batteries are still up under there, which I'll show you, but they added this, gives you a little bit more room and a cutting board. You got a fish box there. And fiberglass actually will hold your ice a little bit better than aluminum. And here's your, with my pop in there, keep it cool. That's your live well, I'll just leave that over there. Motors run good, it's in the 40s, say mid 40s with these 200s. And I'll show you all those. You just want to give it about 2 hours, no low end trolling. It's got the electric steer. And I like it without the decals. I like it just the way it sits. It just makes it look a little bit different. So they did redesign this. They put this non-skid matting on it all over, which is good. I like the rigging tubes. Look at that, two. That's it. Not a lot of harnesses and wires and stuff hanging on the back. That's very clean. You still got a lot of room in here. And like I say, this is like, I think 9.2, which is pretty damn good on the beam. Pole holders, gas fill, DEC controls, CL5 gauge. Start buttons here. You got to have the key on and the lanyards in the front and back for it to work. So right now I turn the key off so they're not going to start. So if you're on this station, you can't just go up there and steer it. This is electric steer. They did improve the Yamahas as far as if the electric steer did go out, you can steer pretty much with these controls just in forward. You don't have to pop them back into reverse. So then over here we're going to pop this. Here's your pump for your fish boxes, your Seacock valves, your 10 microns. Change those once a year, stick with the Yamaha. They got a 5 paper element in it. There's your primer bulbs. There's your valve to switch between the two tanks, one here and one here, and they stayed the same size. So actually, you got the rear entry door, and then they moved a nice drain over there, and then your ping pong balls are sitting down lower, so they drain better. And then here's your other micron, and here's your this is raw water wash down here. That there's fresh water. That's a good idea. So if you spilled something up in front or you spilled something back here, you didn't want salt water, again, this is all fiberglass lined, so you really don't have to worry about wood and carpet. That's what's nice about these. And the room you get, plenty of rod holders, deck lights. So up in here is storage. Up in here is your battery switch right here, and here's his decals. I wouldn't put them on if I was you. There, you leave it on there until you need the juice where one of the motors you say, oh boy, how am I going to start? Go hit that one when you get the other batteries in here. Then it'll take all the juice from every battery to fire it up, and then you just run it on the yellow for like 30 minutes, and you should be good to go. And your batteries are right here. Instead of being back there, up out of the water, shut the door. This is raised up so you don't have water pouring in. That's a good idea. You got your head. Then over here, you got your door to get back to your panels. That pumps the water in. And these are all filled with foam. You got your footrest, storage, wipers, they look good. Lights. Boy, that current's moving. We're already almost to that can. To get to your control box, DEC controls again. So right here is your windlass. Right here is your waste. That pumps your toilet out. And if I remember right, let's look over here. I think it's right here. That's your discharge, your black tank right there. Then you got a bilge pump right there as well. These are your pump ups or your Seacock valve for your toilet, and that's your discharge right there. And your valves right there. And then I think up in here, that's your pump, and that's your fresh water pump. You hit that. Then you can come back here. And if you don't want the salt water, there, that works. And you got a hanger right there, you can hang that. Shut that off. Nice boat. And this boat really don't need trim tabs. It sits pretty damn flat even on the turns. You do have a little bit, you know, where it wants to porpoise a little bit. You can fix that 3 different ways. The first one I would probably try is 4 blades, say the same diameter, 14 by 17, but go to 4 blades. They'll keep you on top at a slower speed. This boat really didn't have too much of that. It's just when you started giving it 3/4 throttle, it may want to walk a little bit. Them 4 blades could help that. If not, then you go to the SE 360s, and they make another style too. That they're like planing fins that go on the back of the lower units. There was a guy did that too, and they kind of act as a tunnel for the water, and they didn't have that big fin on them. I can't remember which guy did that, but those worked really good. But as far as balance, you really don't need them. And they don't put them on. This boat didn't have them, and they changed the way they're installed now. They used to go up underneath as a reset, and then your tab set up in there. Now they just mount to the back because they got zip wakes, they got Seakeeper ones that are awesome. So they got all bunches of different trim tabs now. And that would help getting that boat down on you at all speeds, because it's there a little bit, nothing like the old ones. But if you go to move this, you can put a 19 to a 20-inch display right here. It takes up the whole room. But if you move that, try to put it down over to the right side, maybe move this or move this over. The reason is because you're in the back of that boat, which I'll do right here. This is in neutral. You just turn the keys on right here. This is going to start up automatically right there. But I know I just hit that. She fires up, fires up. I can go to single lever right there. I'm going to hit it in reverse. There's the buoy, and I'm going to go there. Now again, once you activate that, you can't steer this from back here or use these controls. You got to be in neutral. And right there they say in reverse. Right here, that's how you can tell. So now if I wanted to use those, then I'd bump this back, take that off there, bring that up to where it says neutral, then come back here, hit the station button, single lever, there you go. Now I can come back here and steer it with the suicide knob, and we're in reverse. And now you also can hit this VTS trim right there, and I can bump it up. I reverse power and hold it there like a cruise control. And it also has trim assist too. I'll show you that in a minute. And I set the trim assist, like I say up here. Here's your trim. You go over here, your miles an hour, your gas, that tells you on your trim control, single lever, fuel flow, gallons per hour. I'm just going to spin in a circle, use gallons, available gallons, and miles per gallon in voltage. And here's your device settings. So then we're just going to go in here. That's for the fish boxes. You hit that. That's for those boxes in the floor. Wash down, that's for the back wash down. Front bilge is the one up under here. Rear bilge, nav lights, horn, wipers. So all that works. So the trim's up right now. Notice I can't do it from here, so I got to do it from back here. So I'm going to put this out of reverse, get that off of that, turn the wipers off. Now I want to do a live well. Boom. I like them upgraded switches up there to push in. See, that works. Yes, you push down on it, drop it, lock it. But you know what? That's going to probably taste like salt now, but that's okay. That's my root beer. So then you come back up in here, and it's nice to have them CO5 gauges, one here and one back there. And say you did get to this, say either Zipways or the Seakeeper, if they're auto trim tabs, then you don't need the switches back there. You can just put the gauge up here with the switches are over here. Okay, so we're in neutral. We're in that back station. I'm going to put it in this station, single lever. But now say I want to spin it. I can go like right here. I want to go to the right. I hit this one. I put this one ahead. Give it a little gas. Give this one a little bit in reverse. There you go. You want to help it a little bit, just give it a little crank like that. Now I'm going to go to video 2.